Greetings Earthlings and welcome back to my channel. Today we're going to talk about Armaflex roofing for RVs and is it worth the investment? So for those of you that watch my channel, you know back in April, I think it was April 1st of 2025, we were in Monroe, Texas, and the windstorm, well, it wasn't a windstorm, it was a gust of wind came up, caught my awning, and blew it straight up in the air. And then when the wind quit, it came crashing back down. Then when I put the rear awning out a little bit later, I realized that they weren't lined up. There was about a 10-inch gap between the front awning and the rear awning. So I had to get up on the roof and investigate. And I'll show you some pictures in here about what the roof looked like. So I noticed that my awning was hanging a little low on one side when it was out yesterday. So when I put it back in, apparently the wind had caught it, threw it up in the air and came back down a little hard. And when I climbed up here to see what was going on, this is what I see. The mounting braces for the thing have come completely loose from the roof in two different spots. So I'm going to attempt to clean this up, get some larger screws if they'll fit through the opening there, put the larger screws in to hold it down. Reseal it with a bunch of self-leveling caulk around all the holes under the bracket and on top of the bracket, and see if we can get it put back together. I'm gonna have to take these screws out here so I can take the weight of the awning off of the braces while I put it together. So I'm gonna do most of this work off camera, and I'll periodically come back and let you know how it's going. The L brackets were actually pulled loose from the roof, and it actually ripped the lag bolts out of the roof, so it tore the wood. There's some backing plates under there that is supposed to reinforce where those L brackets go, and it actually ripped the lag bolts right out of that and the roof. So I made some temporary repairs the best I could, tried to get it straight. Thought I had it for a while, but it did reveal that later on that we did have a roof leak because of it. So, all right, y'all. Managed to get the thing put back down. What a job. It's an all-day job for one person, because as it turns out, Girard awnings are heavy as hell. So one person is really not the right amount of manpower to throw at this particular job. But with a little bit of manipulation and heavy thought, I was able to get it done. So I made plans to, after trying a couple times to fix it, I was unsuccessful. Conferred with the factory on how they repair it and use their process, and it just didn't work. So I decided I was going to look into having the roof repaired and by a professional and somebody that would warranty their work. And that's when Armaflex came in, and many positive reviews online. So in looking at several different processes, some a lot cheaper than Armaflex, I will admit to that, but when I evaluated what I thought was going to be the best process, Armaflex kind of stood out for me. And the fact that they offer a lifetime guarantee on their work is also important, because you don't want to have to do this more than once. So I'm going to take you up onto the roof and show you the work. The job has been completed at this point. I picked up the RV. Well, I technically picked it up this past Sunday. and I stayed in their parking lot, which they're very accommodating people. They have places there where you can bring your RV. You can actually, like if you get there on a Friday and they're closed on Saturday and Sunday, but you can park your RV in their parking lot. They have a 50 amp electrical outlet there. They have water available, not at each site, but they do have water available where you could, fill your tank if you needed. You're welcome to park there and wait for them to come in on Monday and do all your paperwork and everything and get your repair started. So I did not do that. I had already made arrangements for a B&B, which that's a different video, but but that was a good experience as well. So y'all can go ahead and watch the video of the roof and the repair that was made, and you can see, kind of judge for yourself the quality that goes into the process. So stick with me, and I'll get you up on the roof in just a second. Okay, y'all, here I am on the roof again. Take two. Thank you, GoPro. Man, these things are more trouble. I don't know. Anyway, my last video was about 8 to 10 seconds long, and then it cut me off. So hopefully this one will come out better. So this is what the roof looks like from the back of the RV. You can see all the way down there. It's beautiful. It looks like a brand new one. Got a brand new skylight, new Max Air vent cover for the bathroom, so I don't have to worry about my rain hitting it and closing it up when I'm trying to take a shower. So that's pretty cool. They got all my solar panels put back in place. They removed some of these little sewer caps that you see there. There was 12 of those up here in the beginning, y'all, and they got me down to 4 that are actually sewer vents. The rest of them they were using as some kind of wire entry and covered them up, and they put the junction boxes up here and eliminated several of those. So a lot of them actually. So you can see it's clean, it's neat all the way down. Let's take you for a little trip down the doggone thing and see. You can see I mean no problem walking on this now. It's nice and sturdy. Air conditioning running. I'm apologizing for that. They got see how they went up the front of the front cap there. They didn't just stop there where it's going to be a rain issue. They went all the way up and over, and now the water will run off freely. So they tell me that this will never leak. It's guaranteed never to leak. So I'm really impressed with that. So they took a bunch of stuff off. There was right in this area here, right that area, there was a big dish network satellite like that one over there, and they took that off. There was a Winegard antenna right about here, like that black one over there, and then there was another little antenna right about where that junction box is. It was just a digital television antenna, and they took that off because I don't use any of that stuff. So made it a much cleaner installation. And let me tell you, the best part about taking all that stuff off the roof, this was already this is my third motorhome, and this was already the quietest of the 3. So once they took all that stuff off, when I left from Prescott, Arizona, and came here to Mesa, where I'm at now, it's about a 2-hour drive, and man, I tell you what, you just wouldn't believe the difference in the ride and the sound. There is no noise coming from this thing now. When I sit up there and I'm driving down the road, I don't hear the engine noise. I don't hear all the turbulence that the stuff on the roof was creating, because you know we've got a big satellite dish up here. Even when it's folded down, there's still wind hitting it, and it's making all kind of resonating noise that goes through the top of the roof itself. So doggone, I forgot they even took that little antenna that's laying down over there beside the air conditioner. There was one of those on here too, and they took that off as well, because I don't need any of that antenna stuff. I'm Starlink only now, so that's what we got. So I mean, you can see this thing. With that, but at any rate, there you go. So to answer the question that this video is all about, is the Armaflex roof system worth the money? And I'll tell you, it ain't cheap. But I looked at a lot of different systems, and I settled on this one because I felt like the quality that was going to be involved in this particular roof system was going to far exceed its closest competitor. So I went with this, and it was very expensive, to the tune of $19,000. But keep in mind, they did a lot. I mean, this is a total roof replacement. They replaced all the decking underneath and everything. So it's like a brand new roof from front to back. So y'all know, if you're living in an RV, or if you even have an RV and travel on the weekends, it's catastrophic if you get water damage leaking through the roof. So it can really cause some damage on the inside of the RV, so you don't want that. So this is, in my opinion, well worth the money. Well worth the money. So I can't say that enough. And the guys that did the work, Sean is the shop foreman. John was the salesperson that I spoke with and set everything up. And the guys there did great work. Sean was on top of it. He sent me a lot of pictures, kept me up to date on the process. So it's well worth the money, if you ask me. So if you're in the market for a new roof, and you know, I know a lot of people will say, well, you know, why don't you just patch the areas where the awning blew off? And the problem with that is that this system doesn't work like that. You can't make patches, and they need to, in order for them to guarantee it, it needs to be the whole new roof system. So it was a significant section of the roof. You can see the two L brackets that are farthest up there, the one in the front and the next one back. That's the two that actually got pulled loose from the windstorm. So you can see if they had to take that much of it out, they put new reinforcements underneath and all that. So they had to cut into that much of the roof anyway. So that, you know, you're going to do that much of it, you might as well not try to patch it. Just go ahead and do the whole thing and get that lifetime warranty. So my opinion, well worth the money. So y'all keep following us, stick with us. We'll bring you up to date. I got to tell you about the insurance on the next video. You'll love that. I don't. But I can tell you, I can't tell you which insurance company you should use, but I can sure tell you which one you shouldn't use. So stay tuned for that. But in the meantime, just remember, when camping, take only photos, leave only footprints. Travel safe. We'll see you next time. I am Charlie.
Flex armor is tough stuff.